There's a company called LMAX Digital that is an advertiser on the podcast. David Mercer is the CEO. This guy talk about a boss. This guy looks like a boss. They recently raised money, made him $1 billion business. And so what I did was called him up and I said, I want to know the numbers. I want to understand how this works. And so you at home may not, if you're in the Bitcoin world, may not have ever heard of LMAX Digital. Why? They only serve institutions. They don't serve retail. They don't want your little shekels. They want to play with the big boys. And so when they serve the institutions, they leverage something called LMAX Group. LMAX Group is this massive conglomerate that does a lot of foreign currency exchange, trading, etc. So they've already got a bunch of infrastructure, and they now have launched in 2018 LMAX Digital. And it's only institutions. They focus on high frequency traders, asset managers, brokers, all that. They have a market share of 8 to 10%. Most people have never heard of this business. They got 8 to 10% of the market according to their estimations, and they do $2.5 billion a day in trading on LMAX Digital, up 10x in the last 6 months. $2.5 billion. Nobody knows that number. Now you know that number because I called them up and they told me the number. $2.5 billion. They have in their global client base 550 clients. 40% trade foreign currencies with LMAX Group. So they end up actually using some of the same user base. But 550 institutional clients, they trade crypto, and they're also clients of global investment banks that are onboarding. Institutional grade custody, all this stuff. The reason why this is important is, and can we pull up the photo of David Mercer? This guy is a boss. When you dress like James Bond, you better have a big business, and he's got a big business. But when you look at this type of business, what's fascinating to me is all of the attention goes to the retail platforms, right? FTX, amazing business. They raised $900 million and an $18 billion valuation recently. Coinbase, Gemini, BlockFi, Kraken, Binance, etc. All those platforms get a ton of attention. But when you look at a business like this is massive, right? Doing $2.5 billion of trading volume per day, but they only serve institutions. So the takeaway here is that these institutional exchanges are likely to get way bigger over time, and they're a part of the market that no one's paying attention to. And so when I see things like this, it makes me very, very bullish on the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency world because it shows that institutions are coming in. You got to be a big boy to play on the big boy exchange, and that's exactly what's happening here with LMAX. And so I think that these types of businesses are going to become a massive story over the next kind of 24 months or so as more hedge funds come in the space, as more of these large clients, they're not going to go trade on your retail exchange. They're not going to be buying Bitcoin from you, and you're not going to be buying Bitcoin from them on a retail exchange. Instead, they're going to be buying and selling on these institutional exchanges. But you need, look at that pitch. Look at my guy. David Mercer's a boss. Like, could he be the next 007?
Oh, that's a good suit, though.
How much is the suit?
Got the three-piece, $2,000 suit.
$2,000?
$2,000 suit.
Yeah, he probably does in euros, though. I don't know what the exchange rate is, but he's a boss.
1,700 euros.
Amazing business.